Hello and welcome. You are listening to the At Home with Ifeno podcast. This podcast is for anyone, male and female, who believes that the home is the cornerstone and foundation of a flourishing society and a better world. Here, we'll guide you through the intricate journey of building a home that's not just a physical space. Whether you are single, preparing to share your life with another, a couple cultivating a shared dream, or parents tending to the garden of their children's hearts. Every other week, we'll talk about topics like practical tips on managing family finances, creating a beautiful home, conversations on courtship, marriage, parenting, and much more. The At Home with Ifeno podcast offers a rich tapestry of inspiration and support. Join us as we explore creating homes where love resides, families thrive in wisdom, and the seeds of a brighter future are sown, just as God intended. I am your host, Ifoma Nneka Omoniyi. Hello, and welcome to At Home with Ifeno. We made it! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Wow! How are we settling into the year? This is just how many days into the new year. I just want to say Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025. It promises to be an amazing year. Yes. How many of us have high expectations? I do, and I know you do too. So I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are connecting with us globally. Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. So, how are you settling into the new year? I'm sure you are still enjoying the celebration. Family, loved ones might still be around, or everyone is gradually going back to their station, their homes, wherever you had visitors from, or you were also a visitor to some family members. And yes, we are settling into the new year. And even on At Home with Ifeno, today's episode is one that will help us, roll the ball into the new year. It's a very, very timely episode, and I'm sure you will get one or two things, that would help in starting off the new year on a great fit. So, like I have said earlier, welcome, and please take your sweet spot, that place where you will not be distracted, and give us your listening attention for the next couple of few minutes. It promises to be a rewarding time as you invest your time on today's show and episode. So, our topic and our focus for this very first episode in 2025 is tagged Gratitude, the key to abundance. Gratitude, the key to abundance. As I was wrapping up 2024, I had this nudge as I was about to enter into December 2024 to take out time throughout the month of December just to thank God and have a grateful attitude throughout the month of December. It was an amazing experience, I tell you. Honestly, my mind was really stretched. I started taking time to think about very little details, things that one can take for granted. I saw the importance of taking out time to be grateful and to be thankful. And maybe that is what has propelled this very first episode to begin the year 2025. I I discovered that many times when we dwell on what we don't have or things not working the way we expect, we tend to lose even what we have. So and we forget that if we're not careful, those little things that we take for granted are very critical, even in making a reality of the things we desire. One thing I want to say is our health. I just want to mention that our health is one area that many of us might not, pay very close attention to, especially when you have it, until we start having health challenges or someone close to us, our loved ones, then we now start appreciating what we have. So this episode is to encourage us to cultivate the habit of gratitude, not just at the end of the year like I did in December 2024 or just in January that we have started this new year 2025. Gratitude should be a habit that we should have every single day. As long as we wake up, once we realize that we are alive, we woke up every day, that is enough to kickstart a day of gratitude. Things will happen, don't get me wrong. There are things that will want to steal our joy, our peace, but after everything is said and done, we should still look for the things we can be grateful for. So like I said, our focus for today is gratitude, the key to abundance. There are 3 important words in this topic. The first one is gratitude, the second is key, and the third is abundance. What is gratitude? What is a key? And what is abundance? So let's start with what gratitude is. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful. It's something that you exhibit and express because you are very thankful about what you have and the people that surround you. It is the readiness to show appreciation when you have this disposition that no matter what happens, you always find a reason to be grateful, a reason to be thankful. Gratitude is when you feel thankful for the good things in your life. These things could be the things we take for granted, like I earlier said, our health. It could be the things and people that we take for granted, like having a place to live in, a place to sleep, food that we eat, clean water, our family members, and our friends. Sometimes we take things for granted. But today, I have come to encourage all of us that we need to make gratitude part of our daily lifestyle. It is the key to make this new year a year that we would realize the abundance that is within us and around us that we are not paying attention to. Gratitude also involves taking a moment to reflect on how blessed you are when something good happens, whether it's small or big. Let's take, for example, this festive period that we just finished or enjoyed, from the Christmas season into the new year. Don't take for granted that you journeyed from one city to the other or one country to another, for those of us that traveled, or just moving from your house to the store to get one or two things and you came back safely. Journey mercies, an accident-free day. That is enough to be thankful for, dear listener. Gratitude involves taking a moment to reflect. If you are not someone that sits down to just take stock and reflect on how maybe your day has been, or what happened or what didn't happen, you will find out that things will go on and you will take them for granted until maybe when you are about to lose those things you have been taking for granted. So please, this year, we need to be very intentional with our gratitude. We need to be very intentional with cultivating this virtue, this habit, so that we can enjoy abundance in ways we have never imagined. So the second important part of our topic is key. What is a key? A key is just a small device. It's used to open a lock. It's used to and close, open and close a lock. It's also used to start something like an automobile, a car, or an engine or something. So a key, even though it's small, without keys, we can't go into our homes, our offices, we can't open places that are locked up. So keys are very important, no matter how small they are. You can imagine forgetting your key, that leads into your home, and you just find out when you get to your door that you can't find your keys. I tell you, that moment will not be a time to laugh about. So as small as a key is, it is very, very important. And then the word abundance. What really is abundance? Abundance refers to a state of having more than enough of something. More than enough. That means you have enough, but you now have more than enough. So you can even share, it's overflowing. That's what abundance is. But you know what? Abundance is not limited or restricted to material things that we can handle, like money, possessions, and things that are around us that helps in giving us comfort. Abundance also involves non-material things, like I will still say it, our health, our peace of mind, love that we experience. So we are saying that for us to experience more than enough of so many things that we desire in our lives, the key, that thing that is going to turn on this abundance, is gratitude. Gratitude is the key that will make us experience abundance, having more than enough that we can even share with others. Gratitude, like I just said, is described as that key to abundance. So putting our definitions together, gratitude is that small device. It's that small thing in quotes, but I can say it is big. It's a small device that's so important that we use to have more than enough. When we have the small device that is so important in the place of gratitude, then we are sure to experience more than enough, even in this new year. So I say, welcome once again to the year where you are going to experience abundance as you cultivate the habit of gratitude. So how does this simple attitude of gratitude lead to a life filled with prosperity, filled with joy, filled with so much abundance? One of the things that could help us in cultivating this key that will lead to abundance is that we should focus on what we have rather than what we lack. We need to shift our perspective. We need to shift the way we see things. This is a new year. Yes, a lot of things happened to many of us last year. We have learned, or we are still learning, trying to pick up ourselves again to kickstart the year. What did we learn? How did we see ourselves as the year wrapped up? And how are we going to forge ahead? So it has to do with first within, before we start experiencing and manifesting this abundance that we desire. One of the greatest and foundational things we must do is to shift our perspective. Shifting our perspective from focusing on what we have, focusing on the things that we already that are within us and around us, and not focusing on what we lack, what we don't have. This is the power that gratitude will bring to us. Gratitude will allow us to see the abundance that is already existing in our lives. You have a family, you have a job, you have a business, no matter how small and insignificant you think that job is. Thank God that you even have a job to go to. Thank God that your loved ones, you have not lost your loved ones. You are not, mourning. And for those that are mourning, I pray that you receive comfort like never before and strength so that you will forge ahead even in this new year. So gratitude helps us to see what we already have. It's like putting on a pair of glasses. I said it starts with a shift in our perspective, in the way we see things. So this year, we are going to, if we don't have that special pair of glasses, so this year, we are going to put on that pair of glasses that is called gratitude. Whenever we put on the pair of glasses of gratitude, it helps to magnify, it helps to enlarge the positive aspects of our experiences. I'm not telling you, Ifeno is not telling you that, oh, dear listener, you are not going to have negative experiences. No. Life is a mixture of the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs. So be expectant. Yes, I have to be real with you. Things are going to happen. But for us to see and experience the abundance that we desire, we need to always have a pair of gratitude glasses. It helps to magnify the things that we still have, the things that are still dear to us, the things that are still keeping us here, and it will help us to see the abundance that God has also kept in store for us. I want to share a verse, a scripture that will help us with having this attitude of gratitude, that will help us to enjoy the abundance that is already around us. This verse is from Psalm 100 verse 4. I'll read from the Message translation. It says, "Enter with the password, thank you. Make yourselves at home, talking praise. Thank Him, worship Him." Another version says, "Be thankful and praise the Lord as you enter His temple." Be thankful and praise the Lord as you enter the new year. Be thankful and praise God as you enter each new day. And the last version I will be sharing, still on this same verse of Psalm 100 verse 4, it says, the TPT version, "You can pass through His open gates with the password of praise. Come right into His presence with thanksgiving. Come bring your thank offering to Him and affectionately bless His beautiful name." So we are being encouraged to start this new year and start every new day we wake up with a heart of gratitude. The password, you cannot use your laptop without putting in your password. Now, our password into this new year that we want to experience abundance is that word, thank you. Thank you. We live in a time where a lot of us are not grateful. We live in a time where a lot of us feel entitled. But I am here to encourage you and to say, no, we need to change that attitude. We need to have the password tagged thank you. So if you are going to enjoy this abundance, don't forget your password, thank you, in entering into every day. And who do you start thanking? You start by thanking God, and you also extend this thanksgiving and gratitude to those around you, those people that will help you along the way. Because our lives are not solo projects. Our lives are not to be lived alone. We are going to meet people positioned by God that will help us along the way, and we will also be positioned to help people. And the way to fuel this habit of gratitude is always to be thankful to those around us and to God. So the password into 2025 on At Home with Ifeno, I am saying, is thank you. Don't forget this. Psalm 100 verse 4. Enter with the password thank you. Even if that is the only part of that verse you remember. Enter with the password thank you. Okay, so there are some benefits of gratitude. I would like to share 3 of them. 3 benefits that gratitude would bring to us. The very first, I mentioned it in a way as I started. The very first benefit of gratitude is shifting mindset. Gratitude helps to shift our mindset. As we think, so we are. The way you think this year is going to be is the way it will happen. So if we are always negative, if we are always thinking that, oh, there's nothing good about my life, there's nothing good about my family, there's nothing good about my spouse, there's nothing good about my children, that is what we are going to attract. So we must be very careful about what we are thinking. We need to have a shift in our mindset. So the benefits of gratitude is that gratitude will help us in shifting our mindset. It will help us move from scarcity to a mindset of abundance. It will help us focus more on what we have and not on what we don't have. We will start to see limitless possibilities that surround us when we have a shift in our mindset, focused on what we already have. So gratitude helps in shifting our mindset from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. The second benefit of gratitude is that it improves our relationships. Yes, relationships are very key. Let me tell you, for 2025 to be a fruitful one, a new one, a better experience than last year, we need to work on our relationships. We all come from families, we all come from homes, whether you are married or single. For the singles, those are not married, you have a father, you have a mother, you have siblings, you have people around you. Gratitude will make you improve those relationships that you have with the people that you are connected to. For the married, you have a spouse, you have children. Even if the children are not there, at least you have started with your spouse. So how you relate with each other with the heart of gratitude will really determine if you will enjoy abundance. Remember, our topic is gratitude, the key to abundance. So gratitude will help to improve our relationships. How? By expressing gratitude to others. When we express our gratitude to others, it will strengthen our relationship. When we express gratitude to our spouse, to our parents, our siblings, when things happen, when they do things for us, when they help us, and vice versa, it will show that we value these people in our lives. It will show that their contribution to our lives is really appreciated. So that's the second benefit of gratitude. The first is a shift in our mindset, shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. It starts from within. As we think, so we are. And then it moves over to improving relationships at all levels. First of all, remember, it will also help in our relationship with our Maker, our Creator, the one that has allowed us to see this new year. We must always be grateful to Him. And the third benefit I will be sharing with us is that gratitude helps to boost our physical and mental health. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can reduce stress. It improves even the way we sleep, and it also boosts our overall well-being. When we are glad, when we are happy, when we are grateful, when we show appreciation to God and to the people around us and have an abundance mindset, it will be reflected in our physical well-being, our health. We will not be stressed, our blood pressure will not be raised abnormally high, and our entire well-being would be stabilized and be at peace. So please, let's start 2025 on a very great note by cultivating this habit of gratitude. It sure would help us along this journey that we are taking off on 2025. Yeah. So how does this gratitude attitude, how does it lead to abundance? It actually I can say it's based on the law of attraction. The law of attraction. The law of attraction is a simple principle, and it says that like attracts, things that are alike, that have similar values and similar properties, they tend to attract. So when we focus on the positive things that happen to us, when we focus on positive thoughts, positive emotions, we tend to attract more positive experiences into our lives. When we think more on the great things that we have experienced, a beautiful family, a loving spouse, children, this is not to say we don't have our areas of weaknesses, but when we focus more on our children's strengths over their weaknesses, we focus more on what our spouse is doing over what our spouse might not be doing. It tends to increase, what we have. So this attracts this example of focusing more on positive thoughts and emotions has a way of attracting more of these positive experiences into our lives. By expressing thanks for what you already have, you are sending a message personally to yourself that you are open to receive more of such experiences. So it is beyond just saying, oh, Ifeno, this year I want a blessed year, I want a wonderful year. Yes, all those things are good. Yes, all those things are wonderful. We confess, we affirm, which is very important. But beyond that, we need to be deliberate. There is this tendency to always focus on the negative. But this year, we need to focus more on the positive. Allow the positive areas of your life to override the negative areas that you desire to work on. How do we now cultivate this gratitude in order to experience the abundance in every area of our lives? I would like to share 5 ways that we can cultivate this gratitude. This key, this small device, is small but it's mighty. I say that word, that password, thank you, very powerful word. It sounds so simple, so small, but it can open doors for you, open opportunities when you express your gratitude for what you have already received, what you have. The things you have not yet received are likely to come your way because of this habit of gratitude. The first way we can cultivate gratitude, which is the key to our experiencing abundance, is by having this habit of gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling. There's this practice that I would like us to develop in this new year. I know it might not come easily, but we'll start gradually. So can we take few minutes, let's say 5 minutes every day, beginning from today? I know I will not see you doing this, but can you just add this to your goals for this year, that you are going to have a journal, a book, a diary every day? If you can't do it early in the morning, I think the evenings would really help as we try to wind down, getting ready to sleep. Can we take about 5 minutes every day to just write down the things that we are grateful for that happened that very day? Example, your spouse helped out, in making dinner. Maybe it is not the normal routine. It helps to pick the children, and it's vice versa. It's not a particular role for anybody. I'm just giving examples of the things we can be grateful for. Your children, they were really, really responsible. They took the initiative to do some things that you might have always been reminding them about. So can we just take out 5 minutes every day, to just write on that journal the things we are grateful for. You went to work, you came back without any hurts. You came back, nothing happened to you. You came back, you met your home in peace. That is enough to thank God for. That is enough to be grateful for. This is a habit that we should also encourage our children to imbibe. And it will be easier for them to, imbibe this habit when they see us do it. So we could be accountable to each other back at home. And beyond our homes, we can be accountable to our friends, as in those that we are very close to. It might just be one person. Okay, what are you grateful for today? It doesn't need to be something so big, but as we intentionally do this, it will help us to cultivate this habit of gratitude, which will attract more of such experiences, more of such abundance, both material and non-material abundance. The second way we can cultivate the gratitude habit is to be intentional in appreciation. Intentional appreciation. Take out time to appreciate the little things around you. The cool breeze, the trees, aiding in the ventilation, maybe in the area where you stay. The beautiful sunsets as you wake up in the morning, driving to work, you see how the sun is rising. A delicious meal. Your wife or even your husband made dinner that evening and it came out beautifully well. Appreciate kind gestures that your friend or someone you never even imagined did for you. Don't take such for granted. Number three way we can cultivate this gratitude habit is by expressing gratitude. Share your gratitude with other people through gifts, through words, and through actions. Reciprocate the kind things that you experience. It's a two-way traffic. It should not just be one way. So when you experience beautiful things, beautiful experiences, look out for how you can, do something for someone. 4, practice reflective thinking. This is not about worrying, no. This is about taking time to look back, and we don't need to wait until the end of the year to reflect. We can take out time, even if you can't do it every day, to reflect, but maybe the week, as a weekend approaches, have this time of reflective thinking where you focus on the present moment. Many times we are thinking about tomorrow, next year, but let us not miss today, the moment we are experiencing now with your loved ones, with your family, because you are already living out what you desire. So if what you are experiencing is not what you like, then we need to work on how we are thinking and what we are focusing on. And that's why we must cultivate this gratitude attitude so that we can focus more on the positive. And one of the ways we can do this is by having this reflective thinking practice. It will help to focus on the moment. It will help to appreciate the good things and the people we have in our lives presently. And the very 5th way we can cultivate this habit of gratitude is to volunteer. Yes, to volunteer. It is not everything we do for people or we do that we must be paid for. There are different ways we can volunteer in our religious settings, back at work. Maybe there are things that people do just to help or give a helping hand. We currently are living at a time when resources and things needed, are seemingly limited. But do you know that despite how things might feel so tight, you might be saying, oh, if you don't know how I'm managing, no matter what. And giving is not always about our money. This is a great time, and this is the best time, as you've started a new year, to give back to others. It could be our time, it could be our expertise, it could be a smile, it could be our word of encouragement, it could be advice, it could be financial and other resources. But let us set out that heart of volunteering in one way or the other, do you know what this will do? It will increase your sense of fulfillment. There's nothing like working and at the end of the day you feel, oh, nobody even appreciates my effort. But when you volunteer and give back to people, many times, especially to people that might not even be able to give back to you, there's this sense of fulfillment it brings. This is another way that we can cultivate this gratitude that we are talking about. That is the key to the abundance that we want in this new year. When we incorporate these practices, the practice of journaling, the practice of intentional appreciation, the practice of expressing gratitude, thanking our loved ones, our colleagues, our friends, our neighbors, those people that do those little things or big things for us, practicing reflective thinking, thanking God for how far He has led you, even though you haven't gotten to where you desire, and then volunteering in one way or another, no matter how little it might seem. When we incorporate these practices into our lives every day, you are going to be unlocking that power of gratitude, and you will begin to experience an abundance of love, an abundance of good health, an abundance of material resources, an abundance of wisdom, an abundance of more money. I'm telling you, because when you have this attitude, you tend to attract the right kinds of people, and opportunities will come your way. Dear listener, gratitude is not just about feeling thankful. No, it's about actively choosing to focus. Remember that there's a pair of glasses that I recommended. It is this gratitude though. That's the pair of lens that will magnify the great things, the positive things, and minimize the negative things. So it's not just a feeling. This gratitude that is the key to abundance is not just about a feeling. It is choosing to focus actively on the positive areas of our lives. It's a journey. Yes, it's a journey, not a destination. So get ready as we turn the key of gratitude. Remember that a key is a small device that helps to unlock and to start. So we want to start this new year with that key of gratitude. Remember, I said the password to enter into every day as you wake up, to enter into this new year, is that word, thank you. Another way of being grateful, another way of expressing gratitude. So let's turn the key of gratitude and invite abundance into our lives, into our homes, and into our families. Remember, I said that we should also help to model this to our loved ones, to our children, to those around us. And you'll see that we'll begin to build a community where gratitude becomes our lifestyle, whether it's for small things or for great things. Welcome to a year of abundance as you cultivate the habit of gratitude. Thanks for joining us this week on the At Home with Ifeno podcast. Check us out on Instagram at Ifeno17 and on YouTube at Home with Ifeno podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch every new episode and leave us a comment so we can build a strong community. See you in 2 weeks' time.